Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're here at Suzuka for the Japanese Grand Prix, and so without further ado, let's get into the start of the video.
Listen up everyone. They've announced that the technical regulations are changing for next season. Now there's a risk a lot of our hard work could be undone if we're not careful, so let's figure out how to mitigate this. Drivers, take a look at the developments we have and let us know what you want to invest in protecting. Alright everyone, let's get on top of this.
And so on to the end of our first flying lap in Q1 here, and crossing the line, going P7 and splitting the two Renault cars. But we go out again later on in the session on the same set of tyres, and we go across the line and we beat the time of our teammate now. And on to the end of the session now, we end up in P10 and through into Q2 here, and so on to our lap in Q2. And it started to rain a wee bit here, so we need to get a good lap in early, and we go in provisionally P3, and by the end of the session we are into Q3 in P9, but our teammate has been caught out by the weather and doesn't make it through to the session. And now on to Q3 here on the intermediate tyres now, and we go into P4 and the slowest of the times so far. And now on to the end of the session now. Can we improve our position on this qualifying session? And no, we can't, as we qualify in P10.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he starts from pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Grosjean, Kimi Raikkonen and Ricciardo, the Rainmaster, Norris, Perez and Devon Butler, Bottas, Hülkenberg, Lance Stroll and Kvyat. Weber, they've taken a grid penalty. Albon, Antonio Giovinazzi and George Russell, Kubica and Sebastian Vettel starts from the back of the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
And so it's on to 5 red lights for the Japanese Grand Prix, and this is away we go from P7 on the grid, and it's an okay start for us. And going into turn 1, it's side by side between Ricciardo and Raikkonen, and Ricciardo has spun in the first corner, and he's going to be all the way down into last position here as he gets back onto the track, and that is a disastrous start for Ricciardo, and that puts us up into P6 here. But on to lap 2 now, and we've got Sergio Perez, and he's overtaking us into 130R, and he makes the move stick there. But now it is Lance Stroll, and he is right on the back of Devon Butler here, and he's going to be side by side with him heading into turn 1 here. And who's going to come out top? Oh, and there's contact between them, and Stroll is onto the grass, and he's going to lose a heap of positions here as he's right into second last here. And will Ricciardo pass him as well? Yes, he does. So he's last in the field now. And now it's Raikkonen on the back of Romain Grosjean, as well as Bottas on the back of Norris, and Raikkonen goes side by side with Grosjean, and there's contacts, and he is spun round, has Kimi Raikkonen, and into the gravel he goes, and he will go right to the back of the field now as Bottas gets ahead of Lando Norris. But it's Raikkonen onto the track, and he stays ahead of Ricciardo and Stroll. But now it is Sergio Perez, and he is now on the back of Romain Grosjean, and he's gone to the right here, and now they are side by side heading into 130R, and Perez makes the move stick, and now he's taken the position as well. And now on to lap 4 here, and now we are under pressure from Valtteri Bottas, who gets ahead of us here into 130R. And can we come back at him though into the corner, and can we maybe take the position? But Bottas goes up or inside and locks up as well, and can we try and get round him? Not quite. So it's back to Sergio Perez, and now he is on the back of Lewis Hamilton as they are now side by side into turn 1. And who is going to come out top as Hamilton goes off the track a bit there, as Perez is now ahead, followed by Hamilton, and then Grosjean waiting behind. And now later on to the lap now, and Grosjean gets the chance to go side by side with Hamilton, who seems to be having some issues with his car, as now Bottas passes him and is now side by side with Grosjean and takes Grosjean as well. Does Valtteri Bottas there, but now on top 10, and now we have caught up to the back of Lewis Hamilton, and we have overtaken him into turn 1. But then Hamilton seems to make contact with us after we left plenty of room there, so I'm not sure about that one there. But now it's lap 11 and we are coming into the pits for our pit stop here, and on to a set of medium compound tyres there, and we have jumped Romain Grosjean in the pit lane there. But now it is Sebastian Vettel, and he is on the back of the Renault of Nico Hulkenberg here, and they are now side by side into 130R, and Vettel makes the move stick there. But now Nico Hulkenberg is going to come back at Sebastian Vettel here with some DRS down the main straight, and now they are side by side here, and there is contact between them as Vettel goes off the track and then rejoins and hits Daniel Kvyat, who is now into the grass, and that's disastrous for Kvyat and Vettel, who have both got damage there to their cars, as Kvyat's going to rejoin the track here. And let's take a look at the damage that has been done to his car, and yes, we can see there's a lot of front wing damage to his car. But now it is Lucas Weber, and he is now on the back of Romain Grosjean, and they are now side by side heading into the first corner. And who's going to come out on top? It is Lucas Weber who makes the mistake there, and now it is Sebastian Vettel here as he goes into the pits, and now it's a whole heap of cars who are nose to tail here going down the main straight, and it's Alex Albon side by side with Giovinazzi here heading into the first corner. And now who is going to come out on top in this big fight here? And now it's going to be side by side with 3 cars into turn 3 here, and now it's Giovinazzi and Devin Butler side by side now, and who will come out on top in this battle? And it looks like Devin Butler is going to defend from the Italian driver here, and yes, he does, and keeps his position there. But now it is Valtteri Bottas, and now he is on the back of Sergio Perez, and they are now side by side for P3, and Valtteri Bottas takes 3rd position and the final podium position as well. But now it's Lance Stroll, and now he is on the back of Devin Butler here, and now he's going to try and go up the inside into turn 1. Can he make the mistake? And yes, he can, and he takes the position there. But now it's Romain Grosjean, and he is going to try and come back at Lucas Weber here, and now they're side by side heading into the first corner, and Grosjean, he has made the mistake on Lucas Weber here, and now it is going to be Valtteri Bottas, and now it's on board with him here, and now we slowed down a wee bit there, and is that a mechanical issue for Bottas? Yes, it is, as Perez passes the Mercedes driver, and he's going to have to park off to the side because he's not going to be able to continue with this car, and that is Valtteri Bottas out of this Japanese Grand Prix. And now it's Lucas Weber on the back of Romain Grosjean once more here, and they're side by side into 130R, and Weber takes the position. But now it's Giovinazzi on board with, and he's right on the back of Alex Albon, side by side into turn 1, and they've made contact, and Giovinazzi spins into the wall, and that brings out the virtual safety car and puts him out of this race as well. On to lap 23 now, but on to lap 25, and we are now under pressure here, and from Lucas Weber it's going to be trying to overtake us round the outside into turn 1, but he's not quite able to do it. But we've gone a bit wide into the corner, and that allows Weber to take away P4 from us. And now it is Nico Hulkenberg, and he has caught up to the back of Romain Grosjean here, and now they're going to go side by side into the first corner, and that's contact between them, and that's Hulkenberg into the gravel and out of this Japanese Grand Prix from a good points position there, and now he is out of this race. But now it is Sebastian Vettel, and he is going side by side with Lewis Hamilton here, and this for P11 as Sebastian Vettel takes the position there, and these two fighting but not even for any points here in this race. But now it's on to the end of the race, and we're going to come home for a P5 finish in this Japanese Grand Prix.
The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently. It's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be proud of the victory they secured here.
And so Max Verstappen wins the Japanese Grand Prix and then is followed by Charles Leclerc in P2 and Sergio Perez rounding out the podium once again here. And now at the top of the championship, it's not done much, but Verstappen has retaken P6 away from us. And it's also a very close battle for P10 with only 1 point separating Lance Stroll in P10 and Romain Grosjean in P13. So that is one to look out for in the following races here. But if you have enjoyed this video, then do leave a like, share the video around and subscribe to the channel to see more videos on F1 2019. So I'll see you next time for another video, and goodbye.